Hi guys, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got an Audi A4 1.4 TFSI S-Line S-Tronic, finished in brilliant black solid paint. All the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are 18-inch 5 twin spoke star design alloys. At the back you get a nice large boot, and those back seats will go down if you need any extra space in there as well. This car has got MOT until the 15th of the 6th 2022 and will come with a full Audi dealership history. Inside we have A4 S-Line business as usual. Very nice build quality, lovely Alcantara and leather seats with the nice sporty side bolsters and the S branding on the seats as well. The Alcantara and the leather continues all the way to the back, including in the doors with the aluminium trim on there as well, which is rather nice. Up front you have your rev counter on the left, speedo on the right, and then you've got a digital speedo and your onboard computer in the centre. So you've got things like your mileage and your driving mode and gear as well. And then you also have things like your date and time, your average consumption, average speed, things like that on there as well. Moving across to other tabs, you've got your radio and media tab, so you can scroll through your radio stations or your music. Have your telephone tab, so you can go through your calls and your contacts as well. And then you've got your sat nav as well, so when you have programmed a destination, your next direction will come up in there saying right turn in 100 yards or something like that. But when it's not on, it's just a nice little compass. You do still have the menus on the bottom as well, so you've got average speed, average MPG and fuel range as well. On the screen we have DAB, FM, AM radio. Also got your car settings, so you've got Audi Drive Select, so you've got comfort, auto, dynamic and individual. Individual mode, you can change the driving specific, so you can have engine and gearbox in dynamic, steering in comfort as it is now. So you have the nice sharp throttle response from the dynamic setup of the engine and gearbox, but you have the lighter steering from comfort mode, so you've got the best of both worlds. You've got that power, but you also have the nice manoeuvrability and comfort of the light steering as well. You also have your servicing and checks, your driver assist as well. So you've got your service monitor on here, so you can see when your next service is and when it's due. You will get a reminder when it gets closer to the time or when your mileage is close, but just keeps so you can keep an eye on it as well. Your sound settings, you have your Audi smartphones, that is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can have your own phone screen on the screen in the car. But if you prefer just to have your calls and your music coming through, then you can do that just via Bluetooth as well. The Audi smartphone is really useful. I've got an Android, and Android Auto works really well on it. You've got your Spotify, Waze if you prefer Waze to Google Maps, or if you prefer it to the Audi sat-nav system. But the Audi sat-nav system is a very good system, very easy to use and nicely up to date as well. The colours are easy to read, and you've got all the points of interest as well, which come up nicely as well. As I mentioned, you've got Bluetooth for phone and for music as well. You do also have a CD player in the glove box, which is nice to have in a modern car, because not a lot of cars nowadays actually have CD players. They're all Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so it's nice to have that if you're still classy and you've still got CDs, which I personally do. Down here you've got your climate controls, so you have tri-zone aircon system, so you can sync both sides as they are now, so when you change the driver, the passenger and the rear will also change. And then you can have 3-zone, so if you change the driver or the passenger, it will change differently. And then you can also set the rear from here as well. Set the rear temperature. If you know there's going to be someone in the back and you want to warm it up, then you can do that as well. You also get heated seats for the front as well, which is nice, especially in winter. You won't need it at the minute, being rather warm, but when it gets to winter they are really nice to have. Down here you've got your drive select shortcuts, so the drive select menu which I showed earlier, you can just switch quickly through those rather than going through the main screen itself. It's just handy to have that. You start stop, stability and traction control, and then you've got front and rear parking sensors with the selective display on the screen. That will come on automatically when you put the car into reverse or when you're moving at very slow speeds, but you can turn it on and off just by pressing the button, as I've just done there. And then you've got the off button for the screen. It will keep all your systems live, so if you've got a sat nav thing programmed, then it will keep that on even if you turn the screen on. Down here we have your shortcut buttons and your swivel wheel for the infotainment system. You also get 8 different shortcuts. So you can set radio stations to that, or you can also set contacts to that as well. So you could have mum as 3, dad as 4. So when you press 3, it'll call mum or call dad. It just makes life a bit easier. And we have an S-Tronic gearbox. So you have a standard drive mode and a sporty setup for the gearbox. So in the sports mode, it optimizes it for performance, so it keeps the revs in the best possible power band, so you've got more performance as you go through the gears. And then you also get an electronic parking brake as well. With the S-Line you do get this perforated leather on the gear selector and on the steering wheel as well, which is really nice, gives a sporty feel. Speaking of the steering wheel, it's a nice good grip hold. You've got all your multifunctions on here, so this is all for the screen in front. You've got your scroll bars, and then you've got your volume controls, voice activation, and your hands-free button there as well. You also get cruise control with a speed limiter just on the top there. Flappy pedals if you prefer a manual, sportier style of driving. Automatic lights with rain sensing wipers, and you also get heated electric wing mirrors as well. All in all, very, very nice car, as all the A4 S-Lines are, to be fair. They're all really, really nice to drive. This is the 1.4, but even though it's a smaller engine than the 2 litre, it's still got a nice amount of power and a nice amount of pickup when you need it. And then your rear temperature setting as well. So like I said, you can set that from the front if you know you've got someone coming in the back, but you can do that from the back as well. This car will come with 6 months gold cover warranty, which can be extended for as little as £199 for an extra 6 months. We also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the other cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.